This week on Project Nerdy, we are talking about the first ever Project Nerdy National Convention. Alright, that's not quite true. We're actually talking about VidCon, but really, since most of Project Nerdy is going to be there with Holly, Danny, and Nick all in attendance, it really truly is a Project Nerdy convention. It's just everybody attending really doesn't know that they're attending a Project Nerdy convention and not VidCon. So, I can't blame them, but this is really a Project Nerdy convention and not VidCon. But so I'm not confusing everybody. I guess for the rest of this video, for the sake of everybody else, I will start referring to the convention as VidCon, even though it really is the Project Nerdy convention. So my little opinion on VidCon is going to be a little bit different than Danny and Holly and Nick because I'm not attending. So I wanted to give my feedback from that perspective, somebody not being able to attend VidCon. And I have an issue with VidCon. I don't like the fact that, this is the third year for VidCon, and every year they've been having it in California. I can understand with other conventions that are kind of based in the entertainment industry, always having the convention in California, because so much of the entertainment industry is based in California. It just makes sense for them. But YouTube, since it's an online-driven content, really, there's no reason for it to be based in just one area. So I'm not saying it should never be held in California, but have it VidCon in California one year, next year move it to Chicago, then have it to Atlanta, then Miami, then Dallas, New Orleans, etc. Move it overseas, have it in England one year, Australia. Share the wealth with the rest of the country and the rest of the world. I don't really see a reason to have the convention in California every year. Now, I understand it's a lot easier to organize a convention that way, and I doubt it'll ever get moved. What will probably happen is you'll probably have rival YouTube conventions, sprout up in other cities and stuff, which, to me, I wouldn't like to see. I think it's really great when you can have one big convention instead of splitting up to several smaller conventions. So I hope in the future that VidCon's organizers will consider taking it on the road and not having it in California every, maybe bidding it out and let cities compete against it. I think you'd get a lot of different people to be able to attend. You probably have some different speakers. They could make for an interesting experience. So hopefully in the future, VidCon will go on the road and not just be in California every year. That leads me to my question to the viewers of Project Nerdy this week. If you could pick any one site in the world that you think would be a great site for VidCon, where would that be and why? Is it a specific city, or maybe it's a location like a historic theater, or something you just think would match up very well with a YouTube convention? So let me know in the comments what you think of that. And then my nerdy pleasure of the week is actually, I guess you could say it's a little weird, unusual, compared to what we usually talk about here, but I did have the pleasure of reading Danny's first book in this past week. Really enjoyed it a lot. Danny's been talking about a lot on this channel. I guess I'm the first person on the channel that actually mentioned that I've actually read it. Really enjoyed it. She did a great job with the first book. I strongly encourage you, if you haven't yet, to go out and buy the book either for e-reader or a hard copy like I did, since I am old-fashioned. I prefer hard copies to the e-readers. But great book. Check it out. I'll put a link in the description box where you can get the book. I think you'll enjoy it. Everybody that's going to VidCon, or the Project Nerdy convention as it really is, be sure to say hello to Holly, Nick, and Danny, and I will see everybody next week. And Holly, I will see you tomorrow.